Now, today's lesson is actually on statistics. Okay, we are on lesson 1 of 6. We're just about to start on this. So if you're joining us for the first time, you came at just the right time. All right, so we're going to be looking at ungrouped data, and we're actually going to be looking at the difference between grouped and ungrouped data and what to do with it as we go along with it. All right, so the first few things that we're actually going to be defining over here is data, quantitative data, and qualitative data. So we're going to be looking at all of these things. Now, first definition we want to get out there is data. Okay, who wants to take a guess at what data is? Okay, who wants to take a guess at what data is? Or who knows what data is? Amazing, Amogelang, good. That's a great way to put it. Yes, Moteo?
Is it those things in grade 7 with the median what dot dot dot?
Not quite, not quite. Okay, you're quite correct, yes. It has something to do with the median what, yes. But we're just trying to understand the idea of just what data is. Okay. So if we think about just data would be, good, yes. I like Kanisile and Renee's explanations. Good, it's information. Beautiful, Mateo. Good, it's information. Wonderful, good. Data is information, right? I know that somebody in the chat, I see you busy on some, it's the thing I used to watch TikTok. Yeah, when I'm watching you, Caitlin. I'm watching you. Good. Data is information, or rather a collection thereof. It's a collection of data, right? So, or a collection of information. So we're going to take information and we're going to collect it. But there's certain different types of ways we can actually collect information. We can look at quantitative data and qualitative data. And Claire, how are you doing, my sweetie? I see Enkle's hand is up. Do you want to unmute for me? Hello, Enkle.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, what's up, my sweetie?
I wanted to explain the meaning behind data, but then it's fine.
No, absolutely. Give me a definition. What was your definition going to be?
So my definition was going to be data is the collection of information that you collected from a survey using groups of different people and their human nature on that certain subject.
Good, absolutely. Okay, so it's something that sociologists use quite often, right? They always collecting data from different things, and you're correct. It's always different sources. So one of the ways that we do collect data is using a survey, right? Surveys aren't the only way, right? There are a few ways we can also count or take up data, collect data, like a census. Do we all know what a census is? Good. Mawanda, interviews would also be something like surveys. Good. Graphs, yes. We could take census, you could do a questionnaire, you could do graphs. There's many different places for us to look at data. Mateo doesn't know what a census is. Okay, so let me ask an easy question. How many people are there in the world right now? How many humans are there living on Earth? Who knows? Good, it's 8 billion. Right, it's 8 billion. So that number doesn't just come out of nowhere, okay? It doesn't come out of nowhere. That 8 billion that we're looking at actually comes from something called a census. So there's a particular time, I think it's about every 10 or 15 years, I think it's 10 years. Every 10 years, the Census Bureau will come to your house, they will come to your door, and somebody will open the door and they'll say, how many people live in this household? And then they will count all the people in your house, and then they'll move from house to house, and then they'll say, okay, so the population of South Africa is plus minus 55 million. And then other people will do the same in their own country. People wearing green come and question you. Yes, correct. Okay, and they will ask all of these questions about the people in your house. Okay, so they will first ask, how many kids are there in the house? How many people over 30? how many people over 60 live in your house? And then they will take all of that information into a census and they'll say, this many people live in South Africa, this many people live in Zimbabwe, this many people live in America. They'll kind of group all that data together and they'll say plus minus this many people on the earth. And that's how we get that 8 billion people that we keep talking about. It's an accumulation of all the information that we are seeing. Okay, so census is basically counting people. Okay, it's a counting of people. All right, so there's different ways to look at it. We can also look at counting cars, like when somebody wants to open a new mall in an area, they have people, you live in South Africa. Yes, so if you want to open a new mall somewhere and you have the location of land, you will see people standing outside an empty piece of land with a piece of paper, and then they're busy counting all the cars. And they're like, yeah, there's definitely enough cars that come around this area for us to build a mall here. Because if there's a mall nearby, many of those cars will definitely go through there. I remember seeing this when they opened a mall just around the corner from where I lived when I was young. Okay, good. They're counting car traffic, yes. Or the amount of foot traffic they would get if they built a mall in a specific area. No, princess, not poor people. They actually pay you to count the cars. It's not like that. It's not like that. Okay, cool. All right, guys. So, so there's different types of data, right? We're going to get quantitative data and qualitative data. All right, who can tell me, if we look at the word quantitative, what kind of word do you think quantitative was made from? What kind of word are we looking at over here? Good, quantity, amazing. Who said that? Onako, good, it's quantity, right? Quantity, this is from the word quantity, right? Now, if we think of the quantity of something, it's definitely going to be things that we can measure. Is that making sense? When we think of quantity, we're looking at things that we can measure, like test marks, right? Yes, test marks, the number of something, test marks, or the average height, right? The average height of something, or yes, Leandra, if you're not quite understanding what's happening, please ask. Yes, it's normally numerical values or things that we can actually kind of like sum up. Okay. Okay, all of these kinds of things. Now, what about the word qualitative? Good, it has the word quality in it. Quality, right? Quantity and quality. Now, for things like quality or qualitative data, we're looking at things like what kind of fizzy drink is your favorite? Everybody pop your favorite fizzy drink in the chat. Okay, or what's your favorite drink? What's your favorite drink? Onako's like water. Don't make us feel bad. We drink carbonated things. Good. All right. So do you see how the answer you're giving me isn't a number? Okay, Chifaro, I'm like, I asked Chifaro, what's your favorite drink? And Chifaro's like, Chifaro is my favorite drink. I love that. Okay. I love that. Good. So do you see how everybody is giving me an answer that is an actual thing? It's a thing, right? You're giving me a thing. You're not actually giving me a value. Like if I asked you, what was your test mark? You would say, I got 70%, ma'am, or I got 40%. That is quantity, because we're calculating how much you got. When we talk about quality or qualitative data, we're looking at the idea that we need to put together what it is that you like. So other people said Sprite, other people said Coke, other people said Prime, although I don't like kids drinking Prime. Other people said juice, other people said Fanta, right? So when it comes to the difference between quantitative data and qualitative data, quantitative will have different numbers all across the board. Qualitative, we now have to start counting how many people said Sprite. Then we'd say 12 people said Sprite, 23 people said Coke, exactly one person said Prime because Prime is bad for kids and they shouldn't drink it. 20 of you said juice, 16 of you said Fanta, things like that, okay? Chifaro, the reason why I don't want you guys drinking Prime is because it has an adult dosage of caffeine in it, and it's not good for kids. I didn't say that out loud. I know I don't want Logan Paul coming for me, but no Prime. Okay, all right. So just give me a thumbs up if we can tell the difference between quantitative and qualitative data. Mateo's like, ma'am, almost got canceled. Yeah, okay. Good, it is great work. It is grade 5 work, but it's gonna get a little bit more challenging. Hi, Pisetso. I see your hand is up. Okay. Okay, Zipa says, ma'am, can you explain quality? Okay, qualitative data is if we ask people about things that they like. Like if I say to you guys, between Netflix and Disney Plus and Hulu and YouTube and Prime, Amazon Prime, if I asked you to choose one of these, or High TV, right? When I ask you, what is your favorite streaming platform? You're not going to give me a number as an answer. You're not going to give me a number. You're going to give me a word as an answer. Okay, beautiful. I'm loving how everybody's giving different answers, right? Lucania's like, I choose DSTV. Okay, cool. DSTV, let me just add it in there before Lucania feels left out. There we go. Right. Watobe chat. Buntle, what's up, my sweetie?
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, my sweetie. How are you?
Ma'am, I don't think you saw my comment. I was asking can you please explain the quantitative data again, please?
Quantitative. Okay. So do you agree with me, Buntle, if I asked everybody, what did they get on their last maths test? Everybody's going to give me a number as an answer. Yes? They'll say I got 70% or I got 66%, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a number. Do you see how that's a number?
Yes, ma'am.
Quantity. Now, the problem with getting numbers as quantities is that I can't group them the way that I would qualitative data. Okay, so if I have qualitative data, I can easily do this. I can make up a table and I can say people who drink Sprite, people who drink Coke, people who drink juice, and then I can just count the number of people, right? 3 people drink Sprite. 5 people drink Coke, 10 people drink juice. That's easy, right? We can do that with qualitative data. Now with quantitative data, I can't do this. I can't go, everybody who got 1%, everybody who got 2%. Do you see how long that's going to take us?
Oh yeah, okay, it makes sense.
So when we group qualitative data, we're going to say everybody who got in between 1% and 20%. Okay. And then we're going to say everybody who got between 21% and 40%. Do you see the difference of how we're actually grouping the data?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. When we talk about qualitative data, it's always an answer, like a word answer that we're going to get, and then we're going to count how many word answers we have. But when we talk about quantitative, then we're going to have to group them according to their numbers.
Okay.
Are we seeing that?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Beautiful. Excellent stuff. Okay. Swela, that's the word I was looking for. We use intervals. Okay. I'm glad you understand, Buntle. I hope everybody's on the same page with me. All right. Let's go to grouped and ungrouped data, right? Because this is where we're going to start seeing things as we see them. Does anybody know what the difference between grouped and ungrouped data is? Entle. Hi, my sweetie. Can you tell us what's the difference between grouped and ungrouped data? Hi, Enke. Enke's not unmuting. Hi, Enke, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm so sorry.
No worries, no worries. I can hear you now. That's perfectly fine. All right, what is the difference between grouped and ungrouped data?
I feel that ungrouped data is like, it has no scale of how many people or what certain thing you want to work out or survey on. And then grouped data is like, it's an like you take a certain number of people and you're only focused on that one particular subject that you want to survey about.
Absolutely, 100%. Okay, you're 100% spot on. Okay, ungrouped data is that we're going to get millions of answers for, right? Like test scores, right? So if everybody, let's do this. Everybody pop your height in the chat. Give me your height in centimeters. Everybody give me your height in centimeters. If you know how high you are, how tall you are, how high you are, how tall you are. Guys, you guys don't know. Why is everybody so tall? Teacher, like people are like 200 centimeters. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Jonathan is taller than everybody. I feel like everybody's taller. Okay, not Luniko, at least. Kimelo, why are you guys so tall? Oh my God. Sure, you guys are tall. And you guys are still teenagers. No, I refuse. I refuse. No, no way. Who is this? Who is this person? Maya. Maya, you are like super, super tall. Sure. Okay, so I've got like 182, 160, 162, 203, 200, 170, 156, 3,2. 3,2 is a whole building, guys. Hi, Suga. 160, 149, 200. See, all of these, and then there's some people who don't know. If you're 10 centimeters tall, then you practically fit in a shoebox, and I'll be a little, I'm gonna get a little worried. 149, that's perfectly fine. All right, so this is ungrouped data, guys. This is ungrouped data is data that we have too much information to put it on its own. Right. So we're going to have many, many varying answers. We're going to get different answers every time. Everybody isn't always going to give us the exact same answer. We're going to get different answers from everyone. Right. So this is ungrouped data. However, grouped data would be when somebody gives you a set of things to ask about. Right. So we're asking about something very specific. Like, let's say, for instance, what is your eye color? Okay, unless you are an alien, you will have maybe a variation of 5 different eye colors, right? You will either have brown eyes. If you have yellow eyes, you're definitely a cat. You've got blue eyes. You've got hazel eyes. You've got green eyes. You might maybe have amber eyes, right? Pretty, can you still have like pretty eyes? Yes, you also have pretty eyes. If you have pink eyes, then you need to see a doctor. If you have pink eye. Yes, good, Isayan. There will be hazel or amber, somewhere in the middle there, right? Hazel or amber. Maroon, aye. Some of you guys, maroon. Nah, fam. Nah, fam. No. I know, Mawande, I'm like, pink eye. Pink eye, guys, pink eye is called conjunctivitis. You need to see a doctor. Yes, correct. Okay, good. So give me a thumbs up, guys, if you guys are okay with the difference between ungrouped data and grouped data. Are we seeing the difference? POV, you are colorblind. Guys, come on. Chifaro, focus. Good. All right. Thumbs up. Excellent. Excellent. Now, let's actually put this into practice. Okay. Because we're not just learning about the stuff just to be fun. Okay. We actually need to do something. Mawande, do you have a question for me? I see your hand is up. Okay. Okay. Hand down. All right. Let's talk about frequency tables. Okay. Okay, now I want us to assess as we go along, right? Okay, Slay Queen, I'm going to take your question in just a second. Right, it says here, Amanda collected 20 leaves and wrote down their lengths in centimeters. Now, I want to ask you guys, is this quantitative or is it qualitative data? Okay, think about what she's actually doing. Okay, Slay Queen, what's up?
Hey girl,
How you doing?
I'm good and you?
I'm good, thank you. What's up?
Sorry, ma'am. Oh my God. Oh, sorry. I saw. I'm so sorry. I saw this table that you just put on now,
Mm-hmm.
and like I just got like super confused.
Okay.
Like you were explaining it and everything, and you were like, just talking us through it, and then like you pulled up the table, and I was like, "What in Bitisna?"
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about this.
Okay.
What is Amanda actually doing? I know she's collecting leaves, but what is she actually doing with the leaves?
Isn't she looking for the tallest one? I think.
Good. She's measuring the lengths, right? So
okay.
will all of these have the same length?
No, they don't.
No, the leaves. Are they all going to have the same length? No, exactly.
Because
so
each leaf is different.
Good, it's
Yeah.
different, right? So
Yeah.
we know that it's going to be ungrouped data, right? Can you see that she wasn't able to group it? She just wrote them, right? She wasn't able to group all of these. So we know that it's
She's so
ungrouped.
lazy.
I know she's you're going to have to do the work for me. That's all I'm saying. Good. Ungrouped, right? But are we calculating for the quality or the quantity of something? What are we measuring? When we measure something, is it quality or quantity?
We're calculating for the quantity, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, quantity, because it's length. Does that make sense? We're not saying we're not saying green leaves and yellow leaves and red leaves. No, we're calculating how long the leaves are. So it's definitely quantity. Does that make sense? Okay, so when we're looking over here, we are looking at ungrouped quantitative data. Does that make sense? Is it clicking?
It's piecing together. Yeah.
Is it make sure or is not make sure?
Yeah, girl, it's clicking, man. I can hear.
Okay. I have another example coming up. Maybe it will click a little more when we get to the next one. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Good. I'm glad you're asking though, Slay Queen. I love that you're asking questions. Love to see it. All right. Still is like, does Amanda not have any, friends on Netflix? Why is she measuring leaves? Leave Amanda alone. Leave Amanda alone. Okay. All right. So we're going to take this ungrouped data and we're going to group it. We're going to take the ungrouped data and we're going to group it. Right. Okay, so it says here, guys, it says here that she measured the length in centimeters. Do you see how she's only included the centimeters between 2 and 8? She's picked an interval. She's picked the interval between 2 centimeters and 8 centimeters. And now we need to go count. So I need you guys to look on the screen for me. And I need you guys to tell me how many 2 centimeter leaves did she pick up? How many of them are 2 centimeters? Good. Only one of them. Thank you, Alex. Love it. Good. 1. So I'm going to put a tally of 1, and I'm going to say the frequency of the 2 centimeter leaves is 1. Correct. Now we have to go count all the 3 centimeter ones. Okay, 2 centimeters out. How many 3 centimeter leaves? Again, 1. Right. A tally of 1. The frequency, how often do we see 3 centimeter leaves? Once. Right. Let's talk about 4. 4 of them. How many of them do we see? I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 leaves. So the frequency is 4. Right, let's go to 5, guys. Count 5 for me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I had to put this as a tally, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we know that the frequency of the 5 is 6 times. Right, what about 6, guys? 6 centimeter leaves. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There is 3 of them. Okay. Then 7. What about 7? 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 of them. Shaden, I'm going to take your question in exactly 2 seconds. Right. And for 8, how many 8 centimeter leaves do we have? We have 2. 1, 2. Good. 2, 2. Hi, Shaden.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Okay, thanks. Ma'am, I just wanted to ask, you see how you did the tally? You did the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you crossed it over.
Yes.
Do you always have to do that with the tally?
Yes. In a tally, we always do that. This shows us that it's 5. Okay. So let's say, for instance, we have 12 5s. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you don't have to count every little stalk by itself. You can just say this is 5 plus 5 plus 2. And that gives
Yes,
us
this is very much reminding me of grade 5. I used to do this back in grade 5.
100%. 100%.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're very welcome, my sweetie. Good stuff. We did. You guys have done all of these in grade 3 and grade 4. Yes, true. We've done it. It is that simple. Okay. Tinswalo, it's that simple for now. For now. Okay. We're going to take this information and we're going to do something with it in the future. Okay. It's not just going to be this easy for now. Yes, Shaden.
Ma'am, can you hear me? Sorry, ma'am. But when you said that is that simple, I even choked, ma'am, because you know what's the weirdest thing I've noticed with all of this work that we've been doing is that
Yes.
in the beginning it's so easy, like it's so simple, but it gets to a point where it's like, not make sure. It gets to that point. I'm telling you, ma'am, it gets to that point.
But okay, Shaden, let's talk about this, ne? Maths, like school and life and everything was never going to get easier. It was never going to get easier. It was always going to get harder, guys. I mean,
math core, madam. It's supposed to get not easier, but it's so you're supposed to get it. You understand what I'm saying? You're supposed to understand it. You're supposed to get it.
But you will. You're gonna get it. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
When you get it, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I even choked when ma'am said it's simple. I'm like, oh, it's simple for
I'm
now.
sorry. I'm
It's
sorry,
simple
my
for
sweetie.
now.
I'm so sorry. It will get easier. Like, I mean, it is easy right now. Right now. Soon.
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Sorry, with more age comes more maths. I don't know how else to put it. Slay Queen, what's up?
So, ma'am, I need you to make like a very, very, very strong promise right now. I need you to promise that there's no factorizing in this thing.
There is no factorizing in statistics.
Are you sure?
Yes, 100% sure.
Okay.
I feel like you have
And
nightmares.
also,
I feel like factorization is giving you PTSD just a little bit.
yo, ma'am, when I tell you during that exam, I flip the page, it's fractions and factorizing. I flip the other page, it's fractions and factorizing. And then on top of that, they put it in a,
Okay, I
put it in a
shouldn't be
table.
laughing. Let me not be laughing.
Oh.
Yeah, but I get you. I get you. But you know what? The problem is, Slay Queen, you're going to have factorizing all the way till matric, eh? You know, matric by no paper. So I think we're going to have to we're going to have to be at peace with factorizing one day.
That's fine, but it mustn't be every day. No.
Okay.
It must stop. It must do something. It must stop.
Oh, we'll make sure that we stop at a point. Okay. Everybody else try this question over here. Leandre, I'm just going to quickly ask everybody, guys, is this qualitative or quantitative data that we've got over here? Read the conversation over here, okay? Read the conversation we've got over here and see whether it's going to be qualitative or quantitative while I take Leandre's question. Hi, Leandre.
Hi, Miss. Sorry, I just wanted to ask, are you gonna be doing like the Cartesian plane? Because currently what I'm busy with is we're working on the Cartesian plane and with functions and relationships.
Okay, my sweetie, we've already done that. Okay.
That's why I'm asking because I feel like we're behind because like my school, like it's all over the place sometimes.
Okay, so you see at Watobe, we follow the annual teaching plan that we're given by the government. Okay, so the government says at the moment we should be teaching statistics and we should have taught functions in term 2. So we already covered functions, my sweetie. So you can find all the recordings on our website. Okay.
I see, because we are about to go to analytical geometry and because I think we've done the trigonometry.
Yeah. So we've done trigonometry, we've done analytical geometry as well. Okay, and then all the recordings are there, and you can even try the quizzes as well because we do have quizzes on the app. On the website. Okay, my sweetie. Excellent. So sorry about that, Leandre. We're already done. All right, everybody else, I'm just going to ask you guys to hold your questions for me for just a second. I agree with everybody who says this is qualitative data. Who can tell me why? Why do we say qualitative? Why do we say qualitative? Mamelo, how is it going?
Hey, ma'am.
Hi, my sweetie.
So I'm sorry that I'm late, but I would like to know what are we doing at the moment because I'm confused.
Okay, we're doing statistics, my sweetie, and we're learning about cumulative frequency tables. Okay. We're learning about frequency tables. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Good. All right. Okay. No problem. Princess, what's up, my sweetie?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I wanted to like just say that tomorrow actually we're starting with statistics. Yeah, that word. We're starting with statistics. Yes,
it's okay. It's okay. It's a big word.
That big word, yeah. We're starting with that.
Good. So, Princess, tomorrow in your class, your teacher will be doing exactly this. Okay. This is where you guys are going to. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am, I'm serious.
No, you must go and practice. You must go and practice. I can't help.
Ma'am, this is maths. This is math. We don't do maths.
It's not English, right?
Exactly, it's maths.
If it's too hard, we call it this. This is what we normally call it, Princess. We call it stats. Is that easier?
Yes, stats.
Yes.
Yeah.
We call it stats. Okay.
Stats.
That's
and it's much better.
Yeah, good. Excellent. Okay. I'm loving how everybody's giving me the correct answer in the chat. All right. So I just want to, Chelsea, before I take your question, just one question, just 1 second, my sweetie. It says here, draw a table, label 3 columns. We're going to do a tally column. And then we're going to do a frequency column. And then we're going to do a cumulative frequency. And I'm going to explain what cumulative frequency is in just a second. Chelsea, what's your question, my sweetie? So guys, draw your own table and just add all the numbers for me, the tallies and the frequency, please. And then we're going to discuss in the next 2 minutes. Chelsea, what's up?
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, Chelsea. How are you doing?
No, ma'am, it's fine. I wanted to ask what was cumulative frequency, but ma'am said so.
We're going to get to that.
That's fine. Thank you.
Sure, you're very welcome. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to first start by counting how many kids like rock. Okay, how many of her classmates like rock? Who's counted for us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 5 kids like rock. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And that's 5. Now, in the cumulative frequency graph, we're going to do this. We're going to write a 5 here. Okay, that's how we're going to start. Right. Then we're going to count how many kids like jazz. Let's go count how many kids like jazz. Tell me, guys. 1, 2. Is there a third person? I don't see the third person. There's only 2. Good. We know that 2 people like jazz. So the frequency is 2. But what we're going to do for the cumulative frequency is we're going to take this amount and we're going to add these. We're going to add these 2 amounts. 5 plus 2 then gives us 7. Good. 7. So when we take the cumulative frequency, we're just going to take the one right above it and we're going to add it to the bottom number. All right, let's count. How many kids like country? How many kids like country? 1, 2, 3. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3. Right. So the frequency of kids who like country, that's 3. So we're going to go 7 plus 3. So our cumulative frequency over here will be 10. Excellent. Okay. Do we think we can finish up the rest of this? Do we think we can finish up the rest of the graph? Give me a thumbs up if you know what comes next, because it's quite nice and easy. Hi, Rulani.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, my sweetie. What's up?
Ma'am, I'm struggling to understand what's the third point what's the point for the third graph?
Okay, so you mean the third column, this one over here?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry. Yes, ma'am.
So cumulative frequency actually helps us in finding out things like the mean. Okay, we're going to be able to see the mean from cumulative frequency, and I'm going to explain why, right? And from frequency, we're going to be able to see mode, okay? And from cumulative frequency, we'll be able to calculate the range without us having to calculate. Okay, but we're going to get to that. Okay.
Okay.
For now,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
want us
Thank
to
you.
be comfortable with this. All right.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. Good question, by the way. Lovely question. Good. So all of this, guys, I promise it actually means something. It's all going to come together on Wednesday when we actually put this into practice. Okay, now, how many people like top 40, which is a weird category? Top 40 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 peeps. Good. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 people. So my cumulative frequency, thank you, Boitumelo, will be 18. Okay, for those of you who are too young to understand what a top 40 is, which is so embarrassing. So way back when TV was still a thing, when we used to have to wait at 5 o'clock to watch a specific TV show, and if you weren't at your TV at 5, then you missed it, and there was no rerun. There used to be a show, yes, on SABC. Don't laugh, Princess. I used to watch SABC. How? Okay. Okay. Aibo, Slay Queen. Right. So there used to be a show called Top 40. All right, where you could, they used to rank all the music videos of the time or the music that was playing on TV from 40, and they do a countdown or a count up to the #1 song of the time. Okay. Yes. Okay. Hi, Nkanganipo, what's up?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, you sound very, very quiet. Do you want to come a little bit closer to your mic?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm a bit confused on how you got the accumulated frequency.
Okay, so all we did in Nkanganipo is we added 1 from the other. So we know that the cumulative frequency from rock was 5, and then we went 5 plus 2 gave us 7, 7 plus 3 gave us 10, 10 plus 8 gave us 18, right? And how many kids like rap? How many kids like rap?
5.
Able to count the yellow dots that I've put on the screen. How many of them are there? If you're stuck, people are telling us 7. Good. 7. Good. So our cumulative frequency would be 18 plus 7, which is going to be
18.
How much? Did I lose Nkamanipo? I think I heard him say 25. Good, it's going to be 25. All right, give me a thumbs up, guys, if you understand the difference between frequency and cumulative frequency.
Thank you, ma'am. I understand now.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. Princess, what's up, my sweetie?
Ma'am, so basically, like, wait, sorry, could you scroll up again?
Okay.
Like, yeah. So basically, what you like have to do is that you take the other frequency and then add it by the first frequency, and that
That's
is your answer for the
cumulative
second frequency, the
Correct.
cumulative. Ah, okay. Okay, now I get it.
Okay, all right, excellent. Okay, we just take the one before and we add it to keep going down. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Good, excellent. Tandeka, what's up, my sweetie? Okay, everybody else, let's try this next one here. Okay, remember, guys, my first question is going to be, is this qualitative or is this quantitative? Let me know. Which one is it? Hi, Tandeka, do you want to unmute for me, my sweetie? I see your hand is up.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, my sweetie, what's up?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. Can you please explain the mean mode? And because we haven't reached that topic yet at school, so I'm kind of confused.
Okay, that's fine. We're going to do that in the next lesson. Okay, for now, we're just setting up everything that we need in order to do that. So the cumulative frequency graph is, or the table is the first thing that we need to do, right? So all of these numbers that you guys have given me here, we're going to use them next week to calculate things like the mean, the mode, and the range on Wednesday. Okay. But we do need to know how to draw a cumulative frequency graph or a table, because we need to use the table to draw the graph. Okay, this is very important for the cumulative frequency graph. Okay, give me a head nod if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, are you with me? Excellent. Hello, Leah. It's the first time I'm seeing Leah in her school uniform. She looks so lovely. Hello, Leah. Oh no, you're muted. Unmute again, unmute again, unmute again.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, my sweetie, what's up?
Ma'am, I wanted to ask, what's the difference between quantitative and quantity? Because I came in late, so I didn't catch the question, the definition.
Okay, quantity means when we're counting numbers. Do you notice how the information that we've been given here is different numbers? Yes?
Yes.
That's quantity, right? Because it's numbers. Now up here, do you notice how we're counting things like rock and pop and rap, right? That is qualitative. Difference.
I understand.
Excellent, good stuff. All right, awesome, my sweetie. Okay, so we're definitely using quantitative data here. Yes, Mateo, I won't, my sweetie, I won't. Okay, so I want you guys to note that because there's too many numbers, we can't put a thingy for each. I can't do a column for 20 and then 21 and then 22 and then 23 and then 24 and then 25. We would be here forever. Okay, we would be here forever. So instead of doing that, what we're going to do is we're going to bunch them up into intervals. I can't remember who said this, but they were very, very smart. They called them intervals. So we're going to count everything in between 20 and 28, and we're going to put those together. Okay. So we're going to first look for a tally because they want us to put a tally, and then we do a frequency graph, or frequency would calculate for the frequency, and then we'll calculate for the cumulative frequency.